Hi everyone and welcome back in a new episode of NABA Meets Alumni. Today we are here with Gizem Erbilgin. She attended the BA in the 2019 in industrial design, and today we are here to discover her story and his journey in our academy. Hi Gizem, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
If you want, we can start from the beginning. How did you interest for the industrial design start? And when did you understand you wanted to do it for real?
This might sound cliche, but since I was a little kid, I enjoyed drawing, cutting, shaping, and playing with shapes and materials. So using my imagination and turning into tangible things has always motivated me. And over time, this creative behavior became more than a hobby, actually. It became a way to express myself. And while choosing university, visiting different schools and discussing directly with industrial design students helped me understood that this field was not only about visual appeal, but also about problem solving, system thinking, and strong focus on users. And through this process, I became confident that industrial design was the right path for me.
Why did you choose NABA?
Actually, through the exchange program between Istanbul Bilgi University and NABA, I had the opportunity to study at NABA. So besides the advantages of Bilgi University, one of the main reasons that I chose Bilgi University was its strong academic connection with NABA. Living and studying in Italy was highly inspiring for me, especially in a field like industrial design, which is closely connected to culture, aesthetics, and production. And one of the strongest aspects of NABA was its multidisciplinary education. This approach helped me understand that design is not only about creating products, but also about social, technical, and cultural context. Learning from also instructors who actively work on the field allowed us benefit from the real experience and their also strong professional networks. And these are the general reasons that I choose NABA.
Was there a project or a moment in NABA that made you think it's the right direction for me?
Actually, all the projects I worked on during my studies were both engaging and educational, and each one helped me to develop a new way of approaching problems. However, I remember the moment that I truly felt like this is exactly what I want to do was during Milan Design Week. Walking through the city and encountering inspiring design works everywhere allowed me to see how deeply design is connected to everyday life. And visiting installations with my professors and my classmates, sharing the same space with designers, and exchanging ideas throughout the week expanded my perspective and strengthened my motivation, actually.
After you study, you work at Gökçelik, right?
I worked at Gökçelik, yes, correct.
And can you explain something about this experience?
My very first significant professional experience was designing products under industrial conditions, and it was for mass production. Although I learned production methods and made real one-to-one scaled products during my studying years, being part of an active production system was something different. Working in a factory with established processes and clear rules taught me that design must be creative, yes, but also realistic, efficient, and practical. During my time at Gökçelik, I learned how to think within a system and clearly see the impact of design decisions.
Today you work for Renault, right? No?
Yes.
And how was it work in a system with many rules and standards?
My transition to Renault felt like a real phase shift because I moved into a much larger industry with greater production capacity and more complex products. The clear systems and rules of the industry often make processes more transparent and easier to manage. And at the same time, the automotive industry has certain standards and regulations, as you said. And this may sometimes limit creative freedom, but learning how to balance creativity and these constraints has been an important part of my professional development.
So Gizem, we have a special moment in our interview, the question from NABA students.
What are 3 tips for finding a job in the field after completing a bachelor's degree?
First, I would recommend to trust themselves and be confident because as much as you are confident, you give that to the person in front of you. So once you believe in yourself, you make them believe in you as well. So this is my first recommendation, and then afterwards apply as much as you can, because the more you apply jobs, the more you have the opportunity, of course, and to make their portfolio better every day, I can say.
How would you describe your experience at NABA in one word? What would it be and why?
All I can say is inspiring. Because, as I said earlier, studying at a global institution has many advantages, and also living in Italy has inspired me a lot. So all I can say is inspiring.
Thank you, Gizem.
Thank you as well.
And now we can go back to the interview. Since 2022, you are an engineering leader. And
yes.
What does it mean in daily work, and what decision do you make every day?
At Renault, I am responsible for exterior trims for parts such as front bumper, rear bumper, spoiler, etc. As the engineering leader for those parts, I manage localization projects, follow process project milestones, and ensure that all requirements meet Renault standards. I also make sure that design parts are suitable for production, maintain geometric consistency in serial life, and pass all the required validation tests before meeting the customer. And also, when necessary, I manage modifications and improvements throughout the process.
You worked on 2 car projects, from the industrialization to production. And what is one high-pressure moment you remember?
The main goal of each project is to deliver the expected quality within a planned timeline and a budget, of course. Although the projects I worked on have different dynamics, the most challenging part for me was managing the time during milestone transitions, I can say. Because in a factory environment where every minute matters, as you may imagine, delays are difficult to absorb. This rush, let's say, has helped me improve my planning skills, task prioritization, and communication with different teams.
You are responsible for exterior and trim parts. What is one detail that people don't see?
After starting my professional life in automotive industry, I became much more aware of details such as gaps and flash and the height differences between parts. When a vehicle is designed as a whole, these values are carefully defined and checked one by one during project launch, actually. Even if a single part is well designed, it must work in harmony with the entire vehicle. And this approach shows how systematic and detail-focused design is in automotive field. But before I was working in Renault, I was not very much aware of these details.
What is the strongest lesson you bring from NABA into your work today?
The interdisciplinary mindset and multidimensional perspective, I can say. I gained at NABA had a strong impact on my professional life. They all allowed me to stay calm in challenging situations and handle the problems from different angles.
Gizem, do you have any advice for the NABA students?
As in general, for students who are considering to work on industry, I recommend first to understand their own expectations, because knowing what to expect would help them to feel better and motivate themselves in future. So for those who enjoy working within structured systems, clear rules, and defined design languages, because you have to pay attention to the design language that you are working with. And the automotive industry offers a stable, demanding, and rewarding professional path, I can say.
Gizem, I have the last question for you. What does NABA mean to you?
Looking back today, I see NABA as a major turning point in my life. And this might sound a big deal, but it really is, because it gave me a wider perspective and encouraged me to think more flexible and critical way. Studying at a global institution allowed me to meet people from many different backgrounds and experience diverse cultures. And living in Italy and adapting to a different education system pushed me beyond my comfort zone. All of these experiences played a key role in shaping who I am today. So both personally and professionally, I am here because of NABA, I can say.
Gizem, thank you for your time.
Thank you too.
And thank you for being with us, and see you soon in the next episode of NABA Meets Alumni.